we've officially hit that point now where it's thunderstorm season. Time for the daily warnings to pop up on the phone. Isolated thunderstorms in your area. Morning. Welcome to Wednesday. So yeah, out here on the plains, basically April, May, and June. We'll just put all three together. Is kind of thunderstorm season. Just the right mix of just atmospheric conditions. Oh, that's a big word this early. Causes these things to kind of blow up out of control really fast. The South has been dealing with it for the last 2 months. Now it's the plains' turn. So woke up this morning, isolated thunderstorms in your area. Potential for hail, damaging winds, tornadoes, flash flooding. And that'll be like 4 days out of the week. I'll wake up to that warning from the National Weather Service. And all it's saying is, hey, there's going to be storms somewhere out here. Just be ready for it to be your day to get hit by one. And it's one of those things, you pray for rain, but God, this time of year rain comes with some major baggage. We can't get a gentle thunderstorm. We get the severe stuff now. Anywho, back to work. Need the old thunder wagon to start the day off, because my tractor is out of fuel. Well, that was a short drive, but it was faster than taking the tractor down there to do this, so, you know. Okay, while that's running, let's walk back over here, double check our bearings real quick. These bearings do not last. And as you can see, there is no grease zerk on them. She gone. That one's okay. That one's okay. Okay, okay. Those look okay. So we got one that's starting to go out. I should be able to do what I need to. Working my way back to the shop and then fix it there. We'll find out. Okay, trailer disconnected. Kayla told me it is time to retire this hat because it is gross. I never bother washing them because I got so many of these free ones at home. Oh, that's way too small. Oh, okay, new work hat. And I am old school when it comes to hats. They should have enough curve that they're pushing down on your sunglasses. Kayla made me get rid of my favorite one. I had a CSU one from when I was going to CSU. And that thing went from about here to here. It had a beautiful curve. Oh, but it was white. Well, used to be white. Finally threw that thing away. See if we can't get some oats irrigated today. Look how green and pretty that is. Started that one last night going across the wheat. We don't get a little help from Mother Nature though. This will probably be the last shot of irrigation on the wheat, because if it takes 3 weeks to get our next run, the wheat's going to be dead by then. Okay, not dead. It's going to be burning up to where it won't pay to irrigate, because it'll stress, start heading out, and essentially finish itself off to where irrigation won't add enough tonnage to justify another irrigation. Because remember, we're silage guys. We're going for tonnage, not bushels. We want to get that stuff chopped off and get another crop planted behind it. We found out though through this latest run-in with the FSA, just because we have a proven history of double crop irrigation to where our insurance allows us to, doesn't mean that the USDA recognizes our county as a double crop county. And so with this latest program, they threw out a bunch of our acres because they said, no, that was a second crop corn. That doesn't count. We said, well, forget the wheat and just call it a first crop corn. No, it doesn't work that way. Cool. I think we can move our field edge in quite a ways. Cameron, we went too far. Although tomorrow maybe the wind will blow this way and it'll irrigate it. Yeah, we got a tractor running. Quit screwing around. We got a bunch to do. So we got us another day on the Colts packer. And it's back there. Trust me. Don't worry. It's there. So I finished out west of town yesterday because that's where I ended with you guys on Monday. I got the last field done there. Got moved out here. I got that guy done because I needed to start that sprinkler and didn't want to get it wet. Then I ran over to the farm we were just at, which is just over the ridge line back there. Got a chunk of a field done there so I could start the big pivot there. Now that I got the little pivot going, I gotta go work the other little pivot because it's gonna get wet. Then finish the big pivot before it gets around to it and gets it wet. Basically, I'm just chasing the irrigation water at the moment, trying to get stuff done that I know will get wet. Sorry, I'm looking at my GPS down there. Gotta make sure. Get everything lined up and down it goes. Basically, yeah, I'm just chasing around irrigation right now, trying to work fields in a order for what'll get wet. Yeah, it might be a waste of time, but that's what I'm doing. We've got more water turning on noon today, more water turning on 8 a.m. tomorrow. Aaron is going to start irrigating east of town tomorrow. Cameron is in there now marking all those fields for irrigation. So basically just making little furrows or stripes down the field for the water to follow. He's going through all 5 of them fields. You got some of them done yesterday, should finish today. Oh, filled these tracks now, got kind of a ridge. So that's where he's at. Glenn's wiring on the planter. Should hopefully have that done today. Hopefully John Deere shows up today to start working on that 360. Be nice to get that put back together before the Tuna gets here and even knows that broke down, because he's been calling me asking how things are going. I have not told him about that one yet because he doesn't even know about that one yet. Mark got parts ordered for the one that was on fire, and as he joked, the parts guy goes, all right, I'll see how many of these parts are even still being made and what all's been discontinued. We haven't heard back yet. I think that catches you up on all the chaos. Alright, I'm going to make fields look pretty. We've made it to field number 2. It's quite a bit rougher, but it's because I have to go directly across at some point. When you got a full pivot, you're going to go straight across the furrows from the ripper at some point. And that really sucks, but at least the tracks aren't bad here. Better than I can say about the big pivot. So, I'm working here on the south half. I got that guy coming around so that I can work on the north half. Hopefully get everything all cleaned up before that sprinkler through the lens over there-ish gets over here and gets the edge of the field wet. That's the plan, but it's already 10:30. Water turns on at noon, so I'm going to have a bit of a pause. We'll see what we get done. Okay, field number 2 is done and ready, but we are running way late. We got to hurry up. Luckily my pickup's only a mile away. Them guys are going to be done with water by the time I get there, and I'm never going to hear the end of it. Oh, Pinchy Ponzon shows up when all the work is over. Blah, 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 blah. It's amazing how much easier this is the second time you get water versus the first run. The first run, there was like 10 of us here with pitchforks, 2 backhoes. It was a mess. This time, right here, just me and Glenn. They didn't even have to try that hard. I sent Hector and Aaron home when we got it through the county road up the ditch here, half a mile. You guys don't even need to come. Glenn's already down there. I'll go make sure we're good. So we got 3 pivots that'll kick on. This guy, which I am coming to right now with the Cultipacker. This guy, and one over the hill. Wait, no, 4, and one over yonder. So we'll get those 4 up and running this evening, later this afternoon. I don't know. Right now I'm hungry. I'm going to get some lunch. Good God, I can't count 5 pivots. Makes sense. We got 5 divides on that ditch. Just want to, you know, brain working, thinking. What were we talking about? Okay, now here's how we lose all that great productivity we had going today. Ooh, the first thunderhead of the day popping up down south. There's another one that's already gone. That'll explode in the next hour or so. Anyways, sorry, squirrel. I ate lunch real quick. Had a few things I needed to do on the computer for the bank and stuff. Got that all done. Now I gotta run, get a check, take it to the bank in town to pay for yesterday's cattle, while at the same time also taking the fuel trailer with me because Cameron called, said he doesn't have enough fuel and DEF to finish everything in there. Just by the time I get back, I'm barely gonna finish that field and maybe start another. Oh, that's where it's frustrating. 70 acres before noon, and we'll be lucky to finish the day with 100. Oh well. You gotta do what you gotta do, right? Okay, it's literally been 20 minutes since I last took that video clip. There is how fast that one is growing. Like I said, that one's already gone to Kansas. We got that guy building back there, but then nothing back this way, which makes me nervous. Everything is setting up too far south. We need these storms really to move northeast to give us any sort of chance. Just curious, can I still get a copyright strike if the music's in my ear, but I've got it loud enough you can hear it? I say that because I've edited a couple videos lately and I can hear the music through the microphone. Guess we'll find out. Okay, Cameron, you have fun. See if I can back all the way out of here. He's really enjoying that thing. This is day 2. He's gonna get done this afternoon, but 2 full days in here to do everything I did in barely a day and a half. I'm turning around here. I'm tired. Get this one up and running. Oh, look at that water. Oh, that smells horrible. Some rando was just giving his dogs a bath in the pond. Whatever, that doesn't bother me near as much as the fornicators a couple weeks ago. Matic's supposed to be here today to work on this. Getting slightly bigger. Okay, it's now 3 o'clock. It's been an hour and a half since first clouds. Look at that. They actually just issued a severe thunderstorm watch for our county, which I'm clear on the northwest corner of, but I'm sure the southeast corner of, they're gonna get right in the middle of all this fun. You know, when it comes to severe thunderstorms, you got to keep in mind there's going to be layers. There's a strip in there that's going to be absolutely miserable. Winds, possibly hail, possibly a tornado. It's a horrible storm for them. But then there's a buffer zone just outside of that really nastiness. This was a really good rain. This was like a good, solid, heavy rain. Exactly what we needed. And then you get a little bit wider buffer strip outside of that, where they go, man, that was a decent rain. It would have been nice if we got more, but that was a decent rain. And then you get a strip outside of that. Crap, we got nothing out of that storm. I have a feeling we're headed straight for the crap we got nothing. Because like I said, that line is just staying right where it's at, not really coming north. It's slowly inching north, but I don't know if it's going to make it to us before they all take off east. So if you're in that strip of, oh crap, this storm really sucked, my heart goes out to you. Everyone gets hit by the white combine at some point. You just hope it never happens again, but it always happens again. If you don't know, the white combine is what farmers refer to as hail, because basically it's Mother Nature coming in and harvesting your crops for you. You never want that to happen, but it's part of living out here on the plains and having to root for thunderstorms for your moisture. Alright, keep going back and forth. I was in this field yesterday. I just got to get over there. Oh, my screen turned off. Hang on. Where am I at? I just got to get over there where the color changes. Work there and back. By then, ponds will have enough water. We can go fire up sprinklers. Ready? Break. We've got some sprinkles. Oh my God, we got sprinkles. What do we do? It's just teasing us. That one's already gone. That's east of us. The town over there kind of keeps getting hazy and brighter. Cameron is kind of on the other side of all them trees, what would essentially be the bottom of this whole valley right here on the river. He was finishing his last pass when it started sprinkling pretty good. And he goes, well, now that my windows are good and spotted, it kind of quit. And now he's got to come all the way through town and out here. There's our baby. It's slowly growing north. So you're telling me there's a chance. Hector, hurry your ass up. They should be in La Junta about now. They better hurry up and get back before the rain gets here. Or wait and come after the rain. Either way. I just know hauling cattle in the rain sucks, because when that rain gets loud in that trailer, when cattle start getting nervous and start moving, you can feel that trailer moving behind you. Oh, gee, I wonder why this pivot gets stuck. Well, if I thought we were going to catch a rain, I'd leave this outside. But I don't trust what could happen, so I'm going to pull it under the roof. Pulled into a shop just as the big drop started falling. But then you got that old saying, big drop means small rain. I don't know, there's a chance. It's still back there. Go help these guys work on the corn planter for a while. God, we got a lot of projects. FYI, these row drives are a massive pain in the ass to put on. But the beer helps. And somebody over there has got some dirt blowing. Well, Mother Nature just proves once again to be the eternal tease. Just a little sprinkle. Not even enough to hold down the dust, huh guys? The wind keeps us up, it'll all be blowing soon. It's so close. We were that close to a rain. See the wind blowing? Trying to get the gates turned for Hector. Make his life a little easier when he gets here. Here's the fun part of just missing one of these thunderheads. You catch the downdraft coming off the backside. Look at all that dirt taking off. It's just brown, brown, and more brown. Oh, so close. So the plus side of the 360 breaking down is it made me send Cameron to town with that marker, and right now I'm damn glad I did, because that would all be blown and be a massive mess in there. Don't get me wrong, it's still going to blow, but it's not near as bad as it would have been. What really sucks is I'm looking at that dirt there and a little dirt over there. There's a decent chunk of that I just caused, but we've got to get started. I mean, we can't sit and wait for conditions to be perfect. At some point, you've got to start rolling. I don't want to hear anything about cover crop either. You think cover crop's going to grow with no rain? Figured out the problem with this pump. Somebody had turned the pump switch to off instead of automatic, so when I told it to start, it never kicked the pump on. But this right here is why I said I've been chasing the irrigation. Because now this field edge is going to soak up a whole bunch of water, especially with this wind pushing water even further out into the field. I'm not going to be able to work this one now till next week. That's going to have to sit and wait. Random note, this is the field I was headed to next because of this. I wasn't expecting this 50-mile-an-hour wind to be pushing against it, but because I wanted to get this field worked before I fired that sprinkler up. But then it looked like it was going to rain, and I really didn't want to have just a partial field worked and get rained out. Hindsight, I should have done it to make it rain. my bad. Now, thanks to this wind, we need to go check boxes because all the weeds we've pitched out for the last 2 days probably just blew right back in. You probably can't see it between the sun and my spotted up windshield. There goes Hector. Just unloaded cattle from today's sale. So between yesterday and today, we actually got 100 head bought, which is unusual. We don't get that much bought at these smallest sales. I don't know. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Where the fuck are you going with this? Let's cut this off. There goes Hector. We got 100 head bought between yesterday and today's sale. Because the rest of this is just mindless gibberish. Watch, I'm going to be in a hurry editing this and forget to cut all this out. Cattle have calmed back down. They were pretty upset an hour ago, but right now they're back to being comfortable. Here comes our next chance. Maybe, just maybe. I was talking to one of the neighbor farmers when we were both out pitching weeds because that was a mess. And he goes, yeah, the farm 30 miles over, he goes, it got a hell of a rain over there. I'm like, I figured it did. Ah, so close. Watch this though, it's almost wrapped around us. There's northwest, northeast, east, southeast, south is breaking up. And then southwest is where that last one's coming from. Our last bit of hope. Just met with the agronomist. That's all homework for the flyboys, because I don't spray insecticide. Last pivot, priming up. Make sure this one fires. Go home and watch that storm go around us to the west, because, you know, all the other ones went south and east of us. Why not have one go north and west? Either way, guys, I'm tired. I'm going home. I'll catch you in the next one.